people you know starting to unlock their history and heritage at the National Archives.
I believe in order to know where you're going, you need to know where you come from. You know, so I just trying to find out if there's anybody at all that would have done what I'm doing right now, and maybe that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I got it from them. Because I mean, a person might got a couple of traits, and you know, you want to know where those traits came from. My grandmother, she's still alive today, but I know for a fact she was in the army, so it'd be good to find some history on her. No, not at the moment. The most I know, my dad is hum a lot, so hopefully we find somebody, you know, that I got it from.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Are you excited to start the journey? Do you think that you will continue? Because it takes years sometimes to find people. You think that you would come back every now and again and dig in a little more to find out?
I think, you know, it might become a hobby. You know, I might to find out my history. So I feel like once I have the downtime and the free time, you know, I would come back, hit you guys up, come back and see what else we can find. Yeah, I'm definitely in it for the long run, so no worries.
Nice.
At the end of the day, you know, everything you come up with is not going to be 100% original. You know, so if you can do some research and realize, yo, somebody did this before and this worked, maybe you can come now and bring a new modern flair to it, you know, and a new style, and expose it now to the upcoming generation.
Like that. Some people is be like, oh, I can write this here and this is it, this is my original thing. But when you trace it back, you find something, either the same topic, the same vibe, the same melody, something. So you just gotta be aware that everything has been done, but it's what you as an individual is gonna put your stamp on it and say this, just this, everything.
It's true. It's true. Right, so I think I find some information here. My grandmother, she was either born the 13th or the 14th, 1940. Her mother was Lillian Johnson. Now this is where it get tricky. My grandfather probably had two names. So he was either Robert Burroughs or Joseph Nurse. I don't know which one. I know he has Pa. Then obviously I have grandmother from the mother's side and my grandfather from the mother's side. As much information as I have on them. So we gotta start somewhere. So here we go.
Before we start, I just need you to give me like a basic idea of the years you have.
Furthest year out from 1940.
Here are the archives. We go from 1637 to 1903. So in order to search anything after 1903, you will go to the registration office. So what we can do, since you don't have an exact year, you can just start with probably 1896 to 1903. So this is a request form to this date.
Apparently he has two names. Apparently back in the old days, you used to get a name from your father and a name from your mother. Two completely different names, like two different people. Like we got a Robert Burroughs and then we got a Joseph Nurse. It's supposed to be the same movie. So I ain't quite sure what's going on there.
So these are the baptism indexes. The years will be at the side here. This is 1896 to 99. Start off it.
So it's going to take a while. This one kind of going.
For the first time, you still have to like basically be close to them because it's hard, it's not easy process, especially if they do find volumes. So if you got going in microfilm, you don't usually get it the first time.
I'm looking for the great grand. I'll probably even go back to some of the family and let them know about the information. I actually have an aunt that want to do the same thing. You'll be here for a while, people, so I had it there, there's no way. We've got a breakthrough. I know the initial though.
Probably I say March. You can check it.
Lillian Johnson. Boom. This part right here. Going 130.
Yeah. Page 656.
So I found my great grandmother's father, right? And his job was a blacksmith. And you know, blacksmiths deal with iron and stuff. I don't want to catch myself. My father's deal with iron. He's made things with iron, do like body work, mechanic work. So it's just a coincidence now that I find out in case. So we probably got a musician somewhere over there. We definitely gotta come back and see what they are. They ain't interesting. I can actually ask my dad if he's familiar with the that would be his great grandfather. I'm gonna ask if he's familiar with his great grandfather. If he know the trade. Yeah. No, it went pretty okay. It wasn't painful, you know. It was informative, you know. I could now run through the process of how to go about doing it for somebody that never done it before. And you know, we had a quick breakthrough, so that was always good. I actually eager to come back and continue the journey. So yeah, first day was really good. I would encourage them, you know. I mean, even if it's a case where they want me to come with them, I might even go as far as, you know, just coming and going through the process too, you know, because sometimes people just need a little encouragement. So yeah, for sure, definitely.
Sometimes you ask younger people, they don't know what's the archives. I guess this will help a lot.
We have the Gun Hill Lion. They're at the I guess it's an old military site. It was like a lookout site, and it's a white lion with his foot on a red globe, and the lion represents the British Empire, and the red globe represents the Earth and not Mars, which is the red planet, but that's a whole other discussion. Quite some years ago, that lion changed color. Right? What happened was that some fellas who I may or may not know decided that the lion needed new colors, so they painted the lion ice, gold, and green. That's red, yellow, and green. Ice from the heights, because when you reach the heights, you know, things just turn red, that kind of vibes. And it was one of those moments in our history that I think we kind of misunderstood the significance of, so people made a lot of fuss about young vandals and all of that. But for me, it spoke to a kind of thinking that we're seeing more of now, and it was a frustration with the way things are, and these youngsters were, in a sense, putting their stamp, their own identity on the face of the colonizer, which is the most diplomatic way that I have to put that. I'm not iconoclastic, but I highly approve of that moment when that white lion became far more colorful.
Yes, what's up? It's your girl Vane, and of course I want to know what's up, what's happening, what's popping, wagwan, what going on. It's around the same time as Nicki Minaj. Okay. But this is before, y'all knew, but before the world knew about her. My first mixtape with K-Slay is called The Golden Child. The Golden Child. Wow. Features Papoose, Remy Ma, Busta Rhymes, like.
You might go and rub a shoulder, knock a couple shoulders with other women as well. Mm-hmm. Did that ever happen with you?
Yeah, with Nicki particularly. I remember one day I got 2 phone calls saying, oh, this girl is like saying something about you. She's getting at you. I watched it and she was saying tell that chick with the crown to run it like Chris Brown. She won 3 rounds. I did take that personally, but the name of my first mixtape before the Golden Child was called Crown Me.
Okay.
Right? And the way I got signed to K-Slay is because I won 2 rounds of like rapping.
Okay.
Right.
I know, right?
Definitely an experience, you know, getting together with some of the other lifters in the island, and 2 days of intense competition. A lot of heavy stuff all the time. Heavy stuff all the time. I like competition generally. I like the challenge. It's fun for me. It really is fun. I just like competing.
I just like lifting out heavy things, and I don't like doing cardio.
Think of powerlifting as almost like a subset of strongman competition. Powerlifting can be a competition on its own. It'll be 3 lifts: the deadlift, squat, and the bench press. You get 3 lifts at each lift, right? And then you tally the numbers. The strongman is the powerlifting competition, along with like the tire flip and the yacht carry and the farmer's carry and that sort of stuff. And you do those things for time. Like what happened last year, I came second in the powerlifting, but then I won overall. Right? And Sherwin, who won powerlifting, he came second overall. So it was kind of cool.
I won the powerlifting meet. The atmosphere was electric. It was wonderful. The guys really got behind one another, pushed one another. It was a wonderful experience, I must say. It was my first competition, so yeah. The previous year, I was cheering from the sidelines, and I was like, this seems very interesting. So I said, you know what, I could as well give it a try. I do train, so I guess I could apply some sort of use. So yeah.
Well, training, not necessarily strongman training, but training is a constant. I try to gain, usually hotel gyms when I travel. Fitness and strength training, me really is a lifestyle. I ain't only, I got competition coming up, so let me start hitting that, because my training will help with fitness level, which would then help with performing karate and all that stuff, right?
The competition last year was a rude awakening. I realized how much I actually like lifting, and I took it a lot more serious. I plan to be taking it a lot more serious this year. The strong woman part was actually a rude awakening, like the lifting up, the farmer's carry and that sort of stuff, because I usually just train for the squat, the bench, and the dead. This year I might take it a little bit more, but yeah.
Cause like, you take out your weight, it's you? It's a bit heavier. Alright, this is the last time we're doing this. I don't do this anymore. Then you get left. Alright, cool, no problem. Going again? Oh, this is very foolishness, right? Yeah, but I like the challenge. And I appreciate the humility that comes with it. You could be in first, and even for things could change quick. So, you understand? And the discipline of it, you gotta keep to certain standards. Just come.
I would advise them to get a trainer for the first at least 6 to 12 weeks, so they understand the movements, because honestly, lifting weight at this level, you can damage your body. So get a trainer so you know what you're doing for the first, and once you have a program, then just go for it. And don't just lift, you gotta eat properly too, unfortunately. You know, caught talking to the kettle telling people we're eating properly, but
you will surprise yourself, because most of the time competition, it brings out another animal, you know, the adrenaline and that sort of stuff. So weight that you would have probably looked at, oh no boy, you know, you may end up lifting.
A lot more people are more accepting of the powerlifting aspect, because Barbados isn't really big on it from what I'm seeing going on. A lot more people are interested. Give it a try. That's the hardest thing I tell you, because I was a little nervous, but I said, no, let me try it. What's the worst can happen, right? So try a thing. Try a thing and see what happens.
You join a fraternity of lifters that are extremely supportive. I will not lie. The lifting fraternity that we formed, because we formed, you know, probably you don't know, a WhatsApp group and that sort of stuff, and we be doing lifts and posting videos. Everybody helping each other, right? And I think that's awesome. Everybody real supportive. That is really the first competition that I've ever been to that the people that you're competing against are rooting for you. You know, so they just want everybody just want everybody to lift the weight, and that's awesome. Coming in, you gotta train hard. It is not, and they say this, it's not as easy as it looks. Given it doesn't look easy, but is a lot of work. I think you take it seriously. You have to put in the work.
This takes a lot of dedication. I'm not gonna tell you like sometimes you need to be in the gym 2 times a day, 7 days a week. Like, not necessarily to be lifting up stuff heavy, but you need to be doing your mobility and your core work. And the days that you're lifting heavy, might not necessarily feel like doing those sessions. So it's an everyday thing. So if you're going to be dedicated, you're going to be dedicated. Decide that you're going to be dedicated for 6 months, and then just take a break in your off season. But if you're going to do it, I'm not going to tell you like it takes a lot of your time.
Being I'm a fairly big person, I tend to avoid certain foods. But training for this competition, I was able to eat some everything, which is wonderful, right? Still wasn't sure about entering it last year, and I started prepping like from February. So I did like a 3-month prep for it. We incorporated a lot more of the squatting, the deadlifts, a lot more frequency, different training styles, like a lot of smaller repetitions, which I'm not used to, but it was good, it was fun.
Getting big and bulky depends on what you eat. So if you're lifting heavy weights and eating a lot of junk, then obviously you can get big and bulky. But if you are lifting heavy weights and eating properly, you're just gonna look lean and toned. So I like to eat a lot, so I don't mind a little bit bigger look, take it on a Snicker. But I just like my thickness to be tight.
I want to say big thanks to my partners, Brunswick Tuna and Viva Sparkling Water, and Good Time Snacks and Chefette Restaurants. Sounds like a very interesting combination. The Viva Water keeps me hydrated. The tuna, well, I eat tuna boss, I like tuna bars. And it's a Good Time Snacks. They have a lot of healthy like almonds and that sort of stuff. I use a lot of that stuff. And Chefette, I love the barbecue chicken breast and the salads and that sort of stuff, right? So I didn't believe life is about a balance. When they get a weight that I didn't think I could lift, I then turn around and lift, especially now because they got the Oreo shit happening. I just gonna get me an Oreo shit. Yeah, so you go celebrate. And I want to thank all the partners and Bassa Gym. Yeah, Kerry and the whole crew for rallying behind me, and even when they do not want to do it.
Give a shout out to my guy Link Strong. He's actually the guy who did the programs for us, guide us. He does third degree fitness. That's his little gig. Great guy.
Just saying hi to my trainer, Abby Bentham.
So I will see you there.
This year's Caribbean Startup Summit is going to be bigger and better than ever. So, do you have a side hustle, a product, or a service that you know truly has the potential to be awesome? All you need to do is find out how to gain more customers and, of course, get the chance to get face-to-face with potential investors. Then CSS 19 is just for you. It's coming up on May 24th and 25th at Lime Grove Lifestyle Center. It's the opportunity to get face-to-face with international professionals who can tell you about their failures and, of course, how they turned it into success. I'm talking about representatives from Instagram, Google, Amazon, Netflix, and Facebook. And, of course, there's also the Pitch Pit, where you have the opportunity to win up to $10,000 in prizes. So what are you waiting for? Go online to www.caribbeanstartupsummit.com and book a ticket to your future today. CSS 19 is not to be missed.
My name is Hugh Anthony Griffith. We are here at S&H Enterprises. This is the location for the arts in the North Apple. We've been involved in so many things over the years, NIFTA being one.
Would I rather have
I teach many disciplines.
a lady come to me personally or
Well, it depends on what you're like in for or in person form.
I'd rather she slide into my DMs on Instagram, but you know I'm married, right? Yeah.
I don't know if I have a preference. Like,